Appropriate action, appropriate stillness. In the natural world, we find the teaching of doing and non-doing. Trees bear fruit and fall dormant. Otters, bears, and spotted trout sleep and wake. Day alternates with night, and summer with winter. Often we feel that we must be making a continual effort to enact our bodhisattva intentions, or else we are failures or lazy. But the wider community of being tells us that without the winter chill, months of dormancy, there can be no apples. Stillness, non-doing, listening are as important and essential as action in the mandala of awakened life. Thomas Merton cautions us to allow oneself to be carried away by a multitude of conflicting concerns, to surrender to too many demands, to commit to too many projects, to want to help everyone in everything is itself to succumb to the violence of our times. Sometimes it is necessary to march. Sometimes it is necessary to sit, to pray. Each in turn can bring the heart and the world back to balance. For us to act wisely, our compassion must be balanced with equanimity, the ability to let things be as they are. Just as our passionate heart can be touched by the sorrows of the world, so too we must remember that it is not our responsibility to fix all the brokenness of the world, only to fix what we can. Otherwise, we become grandiose as if we were put here to be the savior of the humanity around us. Compassion and equanimity come into harmony when we live in the reality of the present. It is very simple. Mindfulness and compassion are genuinely undertaken, one step at a time, one person, one moment. Otherwise, we become overwhelmed by all the problems that must be attended to, the dilemmas of our extended family and community, the injustice and suffering worldwide. Compassion is most real in the particulars, in our response to the immediacy of this moment. Even in global situations, it is this way. It is in the particulars the mercy of the heart is extended. Whether it is our ailing next door neighbor or the one step at a time building of a worldwide campaign to ban landmines or halt the destruction of rainforests, each day, each step is like breathing, a practice of expanding the heart. In the small steps, our truth can blossom. One meditation teacher says, after 30 years of sitting, it seems like even 50 years of practice will be only a short while. Now I take the long view, over lifetimes. My commitment is simple. It is a dedication to the highest aspiration of enlightenment. Time is not a question. It's important that we teach the possibility of becoming utterly free and that we let every simple act every day be illuminated by this possibility, this truth. Every prayer and every conscious act contributes to the healing of the whole. Gandhi said, I believe in the essential unity of all that lives. Therefore, I believe that if one person gains spiritually, the whole world gains. And if one person falls, world falls to that extent. In the realm of action, not every gesture must be grand. Small acts are equally important, as can be seen in the story of an old man who was walking along a beach in Mexico after an unusually strong spring storm. The beach was covered with dying starfish, tossed by the waves, and the man was tossing them back in the water one by one. A visitor saw this and came up to him. What are you doing? I'm trying to help this starfish, the old man replied. But there are tens of thousands of them washed up along the beaches. Throwing a handful back doesn't matter, protested the visitor. It matters to this one, the old man replied as they tossed another starfish into the ocean. So that is a short reading from the book After the Ecstasy, the Laundry by Jack Cornfield. So this is the last episode of season 5, and before anything else, I want to thank you for staying with me, for being with me, especially if you have been watching every episode of the season. Thank you so much. And thank you for allowing me to be messy and to share whatever comes up for me in this topic of Land of the Unknowns. I was been praying for guidance on how to end this season, because for me personally, I feel like I've come to a completion, a natural completion for this season. I've shared what I can and feel called to share at this time. Perhaps after a year or two, I'll be able to come back and share more about what I've realized. But for now, I feel complete. If there's anything that I want to leave you with, it's this. I'm realizing that the more that we dig deeper and explore the depths of our individual journey, the more it is revealed that we are interconnected to a bigger whole. And if you really tune in to what our soul is wanting to birth into this world, it is a natural, organic progression to take into consideration the collective, the whole, all life, all beings. And so the invitation for us, when we are in this season of darkness, when we are in the void, yes, we ask for guidance on how we can move forward, how we can bring ourselves through this season and navigate this unknown, this uncertainty. And also zoom out and see opportunities to serve others. See how this circumstance could not only benefit you, but also benefit others. And at the same time, welcome opportunities to be blessed by others. Because we are not here alone. We are part of a bigger collective. In our lives, we are all connected. We have our soul connections and our connections in our physical reality. Sometimes we are going through something because someone else could benefit from us, from how we can be of service to them. As we are in the season of waiting, as we are in the season of our darkness. And sometimes it could be in the immediate present moment, or it could be somewhere down the road. We allow ourselves to be in this space, to be things as they are, and trust in divine plan, in divine unfolding. We are opening our hearts to possibilities. That is all part. Every moment, every step that we take, wherever we are, is perfect for our good and the highest good of all. Because it is all part of a bigger, grander plan. Bigger than our individual plans. We could very well go beyond our lifetime. Could be planting seeds, and the fruit of that planted seed could benefit someone down generations, way after we have gone to rest. Again, at the end of the day, we can never really know for sure. But we can choose what meaning we put into our lives, into our experiences, how we see the world, how we see our journey, how we see our becoming. It's all about the perspective that we choose for ourselves. It's all about the narratives we choose to write. You can choose an empowering narrative, or you can choose to be the victim and stay in that disempowering state. You can choose to rise above recurrent circumstances and see possibilities. Or you can choose to be limited by what is and stay in that seemingly constricting reality. You can choose how you want to move onward with your life. And sometimes we might need help along the way, and that is okay. My hope and prayer is that if you are in that state right now, that this video, my channel, could be a source of help and could be of value to you. I hope that wherever you are in your journey, you will allow life to be fully expressed through you. Whether you're in your darkness, in the void, the unknown, and the uncertainty. Because the darkness could be a space where you have been planted. And the void could be a place where potential and possibilities could be birthed. When things are unknown and uncertain, anything is possible. Choose. And may you choose you in service of the highest good of all. Namaste. So that's it for me for this season. After this, we'll be having a YouTube content break. I'm not sure when exactly I will be going back for the next season. So if you want to be updated, I invite you to stay tuned, to subscribe to my channel if that feels aligned for you. And if ever you want more, hear from me and hear more messages of hope and possibilities, then I have lots of videos already, so feel free to binge watch if that feels aligned for you. And if you have any questions or topics that you want me to explore for the next season, you may share them in the comment section. You may send me an email or send me a message through the Google form. If you want to remain anonymous, that's also a possibility for that form. And yeah, so thank you so much again for being with me in this journey. Thank you for being so patient. I know that I've been so messy in sharing my messages. Anything else? I think that's about it. Thank you so much, everyone. Until the next season, peace, love, and light. The world is waiting for your magic.